What's up, guys? Welcome back to Back Road Driver.
We're the Mazda brothers.
Hey, today we've got an important video because we have trouble getting in and out of the Bronco. Why?
Because we're short and the Bronco is tall.
This has a Sasquatch package. It's a first edition. It's a 4-door. So we're going to install Rock Slide Engineering's step sliders in today's video.
Our first edition Bronco came with rock sliders. Now that's great because we're going to use those. But the problem is there is no step to get in this thing. And now the Bronco not being super high right now, but it is about 25 inches to get up in here, that you've got to raise your foot up and pull yourself over and get in. And you know, most people can manage that, but we want to make that easy.
So to kill two birds with one stone, these rock sliders will drop down. It'll give us a nice step to be able to get up into the Bronco. When you're on the trails, trying to whip your muddy boot up into the Bronco is not awesome. We've got a video doing that, and we got the Bronco absolutely trashed that day. It was nasty, which is fine. That's what it's for. But we're gonna pick up the step function. We're also gonna have a rigid rock slider. There's also a couple add-ons that you can get from Rock Slide Engineering where we've got some of the lights that actually shine down on the steps, so we'll be able to see those here in a little bit. They've even got a piece that bolts on over the top of what we're installing today to give you extra protection for like those high difficulty trails, which I don't think we're going to get into that just yet, but we may add that in the future. While Sam gets these unboxed, I'm going to give you the breakdown. These cost about $2,500, just under, but throw some tax in there. It depends on what state you're in. But you're looking at about $2,500. You can get them at tccustoms.com. We'll put a link down in the description. They're a good friend of ours, and they hooked us up and helped us be able to get these so early because you don't see these on a lot of Broncos yet. They are on a lot of Jeeps already, so this is not a new company, new product, you know, never been tested. This has been out there used in off-roading for a very long time. What we love about this product, and we've got to actually use these on Mitchell Watt's Bronco when we did we did I guess a video at his garage when we were having Sam's supercharger installed, and we got to actually drive his Bronco with these. They drop down 12 inches, the step does. That's huge because the bigger lift you get on this thing, like if you're thinking of going a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6-inch lift on your Bronco and getting those humongous 37s or 40-inch tires, these things are going to be more valuable the higher you go up. But even with a Sasquatch, they're very valuable.
Pull these out. I will mention these are made in the USA. They're made in Utah, so you're getting an American-made product with these. A lot of parts these days are shipped over here, so that's important to us. This isn't going to be a complete step-by-step install video. We are going to follow the 20-page manual that came with these. Should take about 3 hours, but when we film things, it always takes longer. We're going to take you along that journey. This would be a great video if you're going to install these yourself to watch, but we're just not going to take you step by step. That's not what we're doing here.
So before we start wiring these in, we're going to do the wiring first and then do the install, I believe. I want to show you how beefy these things are. So you've got 10-gauge steel, you got 3/16 steel. This is acid etched paint that's powder coated into the steel, so you also get like a limited lifetime warranty on all the powder coating. The parts inside are either aluminum or stainless steel, so they're going to cut down on all the rust. Yeah. But like everything is beefy, everything is strong. Even the brackets are going to be really strong that connect in here.
All of your wiring and the wiring harness itself is going to have waterproof connections. So there's no splicing with this kit, so you're going to be able to keep your factory warranty. And one of the best parts of this kit comes with stickers. And you know, we put a sticker from everybody that's helped support us along the way on this table.
If you're not on this table yet, you can be on this table. My email is down in the description if you want to send us some parts or talk about doing a collab.
So we've installed the wiring harness. We're connected the battery with the fuse pulled. So whenever this is all done, it'll be nice and clean up front.
Well, when you say clean, the Bronco's not clean. It's muddy. We've been through a lot of deeper water, but the install will look clean.
The install will look clean. This runs down, stays behind the body bolt, so it's all protected underneath. We'll go down underneath and show you what it looks like under there.
So here's the body bolt, and we're above that, and we're actually twist tied to the main wiring harness. I've flipped around now and you can see some wires hanging. This is kind of an L in the harness. So I've got three things here that I'll connect to the actual slider. I've got a drain plug to the floor pan that goes up into the back seat floorboard, and I've got a couple wires running in there. I'll show you those up top in a second. But then I have taken the harness that goes to the passenger side of the vehicle, and I've went above the frame, and I've followed this cross member and went over the top of the gas tank, and we've got twist ties on that and just clipped off the ends, so it's a nice clean run over to the other side of the vehicle.
So up top on the driver's side, this is where we came through the drain plug, and we have this wire. This is going to be for our rear door switch. We've got two other wires that I've fed up to the front. We've pulled this wire to the front. This is for our front door switch. This wire continues on, runs underneath the dead pedal. Here's the cutoff switch for the steps. That will allow you to turn them off if you're in a situation and you need to get out on the trail and you don't want it to hit anything.
Sam's gonna go ahead and drop the factory rock sliders off so we can bolt our new parts up. Guys, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It helps us out a lot with YouTube. If you like Bronco content and you like racing F-150 content and Mustang stuff, that's what we do on this channel. If you like that kind of stuff, go ahead and hit subscribe down below and turn that bell on. We really appreciate that.
There, that's the last bolt. This is ready to come off now.
Bingo.
Nice and easy.
Oh wow, that's pretty heavy. The size and weight difference of factory versus the Rock Slide Engineering, it's not even close. Obviously you got these big motors in here as well. This is a whole lot heavier, probably 3, maybe even 4 times heavier than the factories that came off. Okay, let's get scientific. We're going to put the factory one on. It's off the ground. 27.2 pounds, and that's without any bracketry that you could take off of the unit. The step slider is quite a bit heavier, and we're going to get it all the way off the ground on both sides. 69 pounds.
So without getting really crazy and trying to add up brackets and everything, you're looking at about 42 pounds per side, 84 pounds total. Added weight with these new rock sliders. It's not a bad thing, guys. Now you've got a retractable step, you've got a rock slider, you've got the best of both worlds.
So yesterday afternoon, we got the driver's side rock slider bolted on and got everything plugged up. You'll see one plug still down there. We'll talk about what that is here in just a second. Learned a lot putting this side on. The other side will be a whole lot easier, and we're fixing to throw that on. After we get the passenger side on, we're going to show you how far these stick out from the front of the vehicle and how they line up with the fender flares really good. A couple of things to note on the install, and I'm going to jump under the Bronco right here to show you that. The factory rock sliders are held on by 3 brackets, and none of those go under the body bolts, but on your rock sliders, the 2 on the ends actually go under the bolt that bolts the body to the frame. And then you have 3 additionals in the middle. One's right here. The best way to put these on, even though the instructions say to go ahead and get all the brackets on before you slide this in, what worked for us was to get the 2 end brackets in and take the 3 middles out, because they wanted to hit when we were trying to slide the slider in to place. So after we got it slid into place, we were able to throw the 3 center brackets on pretty easy and bolt everything up. So there's like 1,000 bolts that go into this thing, guys. It's on here like Fort Knox. It's almost like having bumpers on both sides of your vehicle.
About 5 brackets and almost 40 bolts. We'll have this side on. Now we've got to wire up the door switches so that this will work whenever you open the door. But we've got both sides bolted on. All the bolts are torqued down. What do you guys think? Looks wise, this sticks out almost as far as these fender flares on this Sasquatch. Now it would stick out about the same as a non-Sas fender flare. Really like this look with the fender flares on. I'm going to show you how these flip down here in just a second. But originally, the first time me and Brad saw these was on Mitchell Watt's first Bronco. He had the white one, and it had a set of these that were prototype. And you know, we kind of thought they stuck out pretty far, but I believe our issue was Mitchell had a fender delete on his, so you didn't have these fender flares. He just had the strip that covers up the bolt holes and everything. And so these seem to stick out quite a bit more. But with fender flares on, it fits. I'm gonna flip the kill switch inside. So these are gonna flip down for you, give you an idea of what we're doing here. We've still got to wire in our magnetic sensors, but this is what it's gonna do. Be able to hop right in.
Butter. We've got both sides installed. I'm going to show you how these drop down. It's really cool. And there's a magnet installed on all 4 doors right here, and that's in the exact placement it has to be to line up with this sensor. There's a wiring harness that comes out and it catches that exactly. So there's one of those on all 4 doors. This thing is extremely strong. We're going to show you our dad Bob, which this is actually his Bronco if you didn't know. He's going to be here in just a few minutes. We're going to show him actually how he's able to get up in and out of this thing now. They do have a door delete kit because in the summer this thing may be garage kept and keep the doors and the top off all summer, but we'll be able to install that door delete kit then, and I guess we'll have a way to be able to drop these down and open these up even though there's not a door making contact with magnets to be able to open and close that.
We did install the optional puddle lights. It's like a $75, $80 option. I definitely recommend getting those. The lighting on the Bronco is on these mirrors. There is no puddle light on a door per se like you would normally have, so you're going to want a puddle light to find where your foot needs to go on these. So let's show you that in the dark. So if you were walking up to your Bronco, this is kind of what you would see now.
You got the step lit.
You can tell what you're doing here.
The weak spot would probably be this back. So the way we position the light, if you're just opening the back door, you get a little bit more light on it. But if we open this, where you actually step is less lit than the front area.
Not really any place to put that light. Could add additional lights. You know, you can go crazy with your lights these days, but yeah.
So we've got Bob in the house. He's gonna check it out.
It's time to find out if this thing's Bob approved. Hop in. Hop in this Bobco. All right. Let's see.
A little bit easier.
Oh man, that's perfect. That works just right. Well, let's see how getting out of this. I used to would get right here and start sliding till my feet hit the ground. Now it's pretty easy.
Now we did say, we measured earlier, it's actually 25 inches from the plastic where you get in
From here.
all the way down to the ground.
Yeah.
And so this takes and gives you a step, what, about 7 inches off the ground, another little step on the rocker if you need it.
How tough is this thing? Feels
Well,
pretty good.
It's pretty tough. I mean, it's bolted in all of the factory positions, plus bolted into the body bolts on both ends. So you've basically got bumpers on both sides of your Bronco now.
Bumpers all the way around. All right. Well, what trail we going down this afternoon, guys? Isn't that the reason you got me up here?
I would say we'll give it a few days and head up to the Nemo tunnel. It's
Yeah,
a
let's do
quarter-mile long tunnel, just an old railroad tunnel full of water.
About a quarter of a mile through the mountain.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's probably next up. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out our entire Bronco playlist down below in the description, and I'll put it right here in the end card as well. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
War. Peace.